Okay, what we've got here is a 2019 Harley-Davidson Electroglide. It's got about 1,000 miles on it. It's a pretty new bike. We're going to inspect it for scratches and nicks and dings and all kinds of stuff so we don't get the blame for it. Front camera is going to be located up in this location. Lots of room between the fender and the fork assembly. Pretty simple. Not going to be, goes on with one bolt, which we'll take off, and the little bolt is actually behind the brake line assembly that holds it between the two. We'll get into that a little more deeper later on. This rear seat comes off. There's one bolt back down in here you've got to get to. It's a Phillips head on the 2019. You can see it down in there. Get the fat thumb out of the way. Pretty simple. It's going to be a pretty quick, easy install. Front camera is going to go up in the fork where we pointed out, and then the rear camera is going to go on the license plate assembly for the rear camera view. Now the only holes that we have to drill into the rear compartment is for the GPS antenna, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. This DVR is pretty small, fits in the size of your hand. It's about the size of a pack of cigarettes. Has indication lights on the front of it and an SD card. On the back of it, we've got power in, starts from left to right. We've got video out. This is if you want to hook up like a composite monitor. It also has mic input, GPS, camera 1 and camera 2. This little guy will be installed on the left hand side, back behind this panel. We're going to double sticky tape it in there with Velcro. We've got some really high power Velcro where they just stick on there. Keeps us from having to drill a bunch of holes and mount a bunch of stuff to her. So we will have to drill one hole for the antenna. We're going to take power from the battery under the seat, and then we're going to take ignition from this 12 volt outlet here in the back. So after you remove this preformed insert here in the back, and this little guy comes out, once you take off the tensioning retractor for the lift by 2 screws, and that's the 2 screws. We'll point out the size to these screws a little bit later on. So what we're doing this morning is a 2019 Harley-Davidson Electroglide, and she's clean. There's not much dirt on this one.